We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Toronto Huskies. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto ball club as they enter play here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Toronto. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 112 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Knight. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Throwing on 1st down. Bennett. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Now Bennett to throw on 1st and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a handoff up the middle. Milner. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Bennett. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Holding.
Let's get the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. Knight. And he comes back with one complete.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
To throw on 3rd down. Knight. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now Bennett throwing to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Bennett now back to the air on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's going to break fumble back for a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw.
Knight. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the gun on third down.
Knight.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They go play action here on first down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw again.
He completes this to Walker.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a touchdown. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And New York set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Off the play fake. Knight. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Knight. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
This defense for the Jets, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd and 2, Bennett. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On second down now, Walden. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And here's Bennett to throw on third down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That third down conversion good for 23.
Well, he was a busy man out in the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle they go. Milner. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. To throw on second down. Bennett. And he will find his man on the outside. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
On second down, Walden looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Bennett from the gun on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Now a handoff up the middle. Milner, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. But I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Walker with another carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Knight. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the gun on 3rd down, Bennett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now Bennett to throw. Throwing on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he stopped immediately there. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bennett. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Time to watch Elijah Moore get back to work as the Jets offense returns to the field.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. no matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. On 1st and 10, Knight. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And on the left sideline, he caught it. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. With all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. Throwing on 1st down. Knight. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Knight. This is caught. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bennett. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now Bennett to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Bennett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Bennett now on 3rd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We get started up at FedEx Field. A couple of longtime adversaries doing battle in the NFC. Green Bay and Washington. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. The Packers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. C.D. Lamb. 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for our home team, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfections in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Brings up second and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Milner. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Off play action. Knight. And that is incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air, an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Knight, Dixon, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Knight. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. To throw on second down, Knight. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are back within a score.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Jets, 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Bennett. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bennett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And here's Bennett to throw on 3rd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else win your routes. You got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knight. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Brings up 3rd down.
Bennett throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Knight. Over the middle, complete. That's Silva.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Jets.
On 1st and 10. Knight. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one is incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again.
Knight. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Knight.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
A 7-yard pickup.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 24 all.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And able to get this out to the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw. Bennett. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bennett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Jets.
On 2nd down now. Walden. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up
Looking to throw. Bennett. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
recovered by the Jets.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
New York set to take the field.
The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th.
Following the fumble recovery, Knight. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. On 3rd and 2. Knight. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now Bennett to throw on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The 13 yards that time and a first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Walden. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Brings up second down.
On second down, Milner. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now Bennett throwing on third and long. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
On second down now, Walden. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Bennett now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Walden. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And here's Bennett to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And the Jets set to take the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. To throw on second down, Knight. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Knight.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Walker once more. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. For the lead, here's third and goal. Operating from the gun. Knight. He's got it. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense, just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Bennett on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bennett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Bennett to throw. Throwing on 1st down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Now Bennett looking to throw on 2nd down. And some space here. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and...
For the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
the score.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing after the interception, Bennett. Looking left side, and it's complete. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Here's Walker to start the drive. At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Finding Walker complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it all comes down to the left foot of their kicker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his third field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Jets are going to win the football.